After 45 years of drifting through the silent abyss, Voyager 1, humanity's farthest and loneliest machine, has done something no one anticipated. It didn't physically turn back, of course. Its trajectory remained steadfast, but the data it transmitted carried a signal that was unmistakable, a pattern, a reflection, a loop that hinted at something entirely foreign. Something so unaccounted for that even the spacecraft's decades-old system seemed momentarily perplexed. What emerged was not a glitch or an error code. It was a whisper from the edge of the cosmos, subtle yet unmistakable, as if space itself had answered back. Voyager the first of may have crossed a boundary that, until now, was thought impossible. And in doing so, it may have confirmed something scientists quietly feared for decades, that humanity has never truly been alone in the dark. Launched in 1977, Voyager 1 and its twin, Voyager 2, began their journeys with nothing more than vintage technology and a cosmic ambition. Each spacecraft was designed to last only 4 years, yet both surpassed expectations in ways that seemed almost miraculous. While countless probes have long since gone silent or been destroyed, the Voyagers continued, passing Jupiter, Saturn, and the outer planets, before venturing into the unknown void of interstellar space. Voyager 1's memory was a mere 69 kilobytes, its processor weaker than today's basic calculators, yet it navigated the solar system with remarkable precision. Gravity assists from the giant planets acted as slingshots, accelerating the craft while allowing it to transmit invaluable data on moons, rings, magnetic fields, and plasma waves back to Earth. Over time, engineers powered down instruments, cameras, and heaters, each shut down a quiet funeral for part of the mission. Yet Voyager 1 continued to speak until recently when its voice changed. Crossing the heliopause in 2012, a distance of 120 astronomical units from Earth, Voyager 1 entered the region where the Sun's influence ends, and interstellar space begins. What scientists expected was a simple transition. The magnetic field should shift dramatically, the particle density should change, and the interstellar medium should behave according to established models. But it didn't. The particle density rose, yes, but the field's direction remained strangely consistent. Voyager 2 confirmed the same anomaly years later. These unexpected observations shattered every model we had of the boundary between our solar system and the galaxy beyond. In early 2024, Voyager 1 sent a transmission that shook the deep space network. At first, NASA believed it was a technical malfunction, corrupted telemetry, repeated codes, inexplicable resets. But backup systems revealed the signal persisted. Subsystems never programmed to produce such data began sending similar patterns. Engineers described it as a reflection loop, a signal altered by something outside the spacecraft, returning in a form Voyager could not have generated. One analyst likened it to shouting into a canyon that shouldn't exist and hearing your own voice warped by another presence. Some dismissed it as an internal failure. Others began to entertain a more unsettling idea. Voyager 1 had entered a region of space where its signals were being bent, redirected, or perhaps even answered. When the corrupted signals were analyzed, the results were chilling. The interference coincided precisely with spikes in galactic cosmic rays, particles that should have been deflected by the heliosphere. Instead, they surged as though guided by an invisible hand. The magnetic field displayed twists and kinks where none should exist, as if Voyager had passed through a membrane, and something beyond it was responding. Theories ranged from dense pockets of interstellar plasma to non-natural field-shaping constructs previously reserved for science fiction. Across the board, scientists reached a shared realization. The laws we thought governed space no longer seemed to apply past the heliopause. Even more perplexing, Voyager 2 began exhibiting synchronized anomalies despite being millions of miles away. Small changes in signal timing, radiation exposure, and magnetic orientation occurred in parallel. Statistically, this should have been impossible. Yet the data suggested both spacecraft were influenced by something encompassing a vast, unseen presence affecting both at once. Some speculated that the Voyagers had reached not merely a region, but a perimeter. And if there is a perimeter, perhaps there is a center, and whatever resides there may have noticed humanity's mechanical ambassador. Inside NASA and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the reaction was intense. Engineers, physicists, and AI signal processing experts were quietly convened to study the anomaly. Leaked accounts describe oscillation patterns in the signal at frequencies beyond what Voyager 1 could produce. External interference, deliberate or otherwise, seemed the only explanation. Worse, the anomalies began after sudden drops in cosmic radiation, phenomena that should have no impact on Voyager's internal systems. Could something external have momentarily shielded it? Or examined it? Trajectories of the spacecraft revealed minute but consistent deviations. Gravity from known celestial bodies could not account for them. Dark matter interactions were considered, and even gravitational lensing by unknown objects. One private research model suggested a far stranger scenario: a space-time distortion, a boundary within the very fabric of the universe. Not a black hole, not a wormhole, but a region where information loops, matter behaves unusually, and time itself may bend differently. If this is correct, Voyager 1 has crossed into a realm governed by laws beyond our current understanding, a cosmic zone where physics, as we know it, begins to fail. Voyager's transmissions, once predictable, had become strange. Not intelligent in the way we understand intelligence, perhaps, but deliberate in a way that made even seasoned scientists pause. The reflection loops, the magnetic anomalies, the synchronized distortions, all suggested intervention or manipulation, subtle but unmistakable. Was Voyager simply drifting into the unknown, or had it become part of a greater experiment? Something, or someone, could have been waiting for humanity to reach this threshold. For 45 years, Voyager 1 carried our voices, our music, our greetings, a golden record adrift in the void. It was our ambassador to the stars, an artifact of human curiosity and hope. But now, it may have returned a reply, not in words, but in structure, in the shape of space itself, in patterns that challenge every assumption about the cosmos. Voyager 1 has not merely reached the edge of the solar system. It has pierced a place older, stranger, and more deliberate than anyone anticipated, a region where time contorts, physics trembles, and signals bend back toward their sender. A place that watches and perhaps responds. The implications are profound. Scientists may debate the origin of the anomaly, analyze the signal patterns and refine models, but the fundamental reality cannot be altered. Voyager has revealed that the edge of our solar system may not be a boundary at all. It may be a threshold, a door to something far vaster, and possibly aware. Whether it is intelligence, energy, or a natural phenomenon unlike anything studied before, Voyager's discovery reminds us that space is not silent. It listens. It reacts. It shapes what passes through it. If this revelation unsettles you, consider the immensity of what Voyager has achieved. From a small spacecraft with less computing power than a modern calculator, humanity glimpses the universe not just as a collection of stars, but as a dynamic, responsive entity. Voyager 1 continues to drift, sending signals that challenge our understanding, revealing a cosmos far stranger than we imagined. What lies beyond the heliopause? What waits on the other side of that threshold? Perhaps only Voyager knows for now. And perhaps, in time, humanity will finally follow, stepping beyond the edge of our solar system to confront the unknown directly. Until then, we can listen, observe, and wonder, as Voyager quietly whispers back from the abyss.